Hello everyone, good morning. How are you today? I hope you all have a good health and good condition because remembering that we now in the rainy season and a lot of us have a flu, and I hope you all have a very good condition and of course good day. And before we start, can you hear my voice clearly? And if you can hear my voice, please type yes in the chat box. All right, so I think my voice is pretty much clear, yeah. And now, before I am starting the lesson, let's praying together according to your own beliefs. Let's pray together. Begin. Finish. All right. Now I'm gonna check your attendance, and when I call your name, please raise your hand in the Zoom or type present if you are present. Now, first one is Delpha. Are you here? Okay. Then Kayana. All right. Toha, Jessica, Nesha, Omega. Okay. Everyone here now, great. It's very great. Everyone is attending this meeting. Now, before we start the main material, I want to ask you: have you ever have been or trapped in conversation when you disagree with someone else's opinion? For example, maybe your friend's opinion. It could be like in some situation like when you guys want to eat lunch and you confuse where to eat and you giving the opinion to your friend. For example, maybe I think we should eat on this place because the food there is pretty much tasty, and your other friend has a different opinion with you, and maybe they are saying like we should go to this place, not your place, because in my opinion, the other place have more cheaper price or more tastier food, for example. Have you ever done into that situation? Yeah, of course. Yeah, some of you have had that experience, like in disagreement position or disagreement conversation with your friends. Yeah, it's pretty much a normal experience for everyone. It's just part of conversation, daily life conversation. And because we are going to learn about opinion, giving opinion, and learn how to defend your opinion, by the end of the lessons, you will be able to identify expression of giving and defending opinions from a spoken conversation, right? And pretty much like that, as you know that opinion actually is a phrase that consists of someone else's personal thoughts, perspective, or argument. It may be based on fact or just their personal beliefs, and it pretty much like that's opinion. It more tend to be personal, whether it's based on fact or just personal belief, kind of more personal. And now we are going to learn about some phrases that we could use to giving opinion in conversation with. Okay. Sorry. I think I'm gonna share screen. Uh, Why it's no. Okay. Sure. All right. Mm, all right. Now it's okay. So this is the common phrase that we could use to giving opinion in formal ways. We got here, and for example, in the situation that you would agree with someone else's opinion, you could say, I concur, blah, 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 blah. Or I am in full agreement, blah, 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 blah. Your argument aligns with my thoughts. Or I couldn't agree more. And that is certainly true. And we got disagree phrases when you have a disagreement opinion with someone else. The point is that you are have the rights to disagree with someone else's opinion. The thing is how you express your disagreement in polite ways or respectful ways. For example, like this. The first one is I respectfully disagree. I'm afraid I cannot agree, blah 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 blah. And then I see your point, however, blah 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 blah. Or I beg to differ. This phrase example is the way you express your disagreement in respectful ways or in the polite ways. And it kind of, have the effect to reduce more less conflict with someone else when you have conversation with them, when you express your disagreement in respectful ways. Next is we got the common phrase used for giving opinion informally. And the context is like maybe it's more casual. You could use it with your friend when you have conversation with your friend, your peers, your classmates, or something like that. We got the agree phrases. For example, like exactly, you got it. I agree on. You right. Me too. When you're too lazy to express your agreement with someone else, and you just say me too, something like that, and couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's pretty much basic. The daily vocabulary that we use, daily phrase that we use in conversation with our friends, right? And the next thing is disagree phrase example. This example is actually still polite and respectful, but the context is different from the previous example. This context is that you can use it with your friends, with your peers, or with your classmates when you have the same social level. And the previous example, when you have a different social level or when you have the conversation with someone higher with you, for example, with your teacher, with your parents, with someone else older. I know it's kind of a feudal structured society, but what can we do? We live in Indonesia, we have a social level in everything, and also with the words, you have to choose the right words to express your agree, disagree, opinion, something like that. And it's important because it show how well you manage your words, your I would say your intelligently and the social awareness, the situation awareness. And we got I in here we got I don't think so. I disagree with you. Not really. I'm not so sure about that. Cap. Actually, cap is a like slang word for Gen Z. Even the context is when your friend saying something not true or lying about something and then you say cap, you're full of cap, you just cap. You just know that your friend is lying and you just say that words and they're not true. It's just the same meaning with the cap. And after this asking and giving opinion conversation, whether it's formally or informally, sometimes it leads to agree and disagree conversation. We got here. Agreeing means expressing your that you share the same opinion, belief, or understanding as someone else. And disagreeing, on the other hand, means that expressing you hold different opinion, belief, or understanding from someone else. It's about stating your opinion respectfully. Like we see, like we learned before that how to express a disagreement in a respectful and polite way, whether in a formal or informally ways. And the next thing, next important thing is also you need to learn how to defend your opinion. Maybe when a disagreement conversation, but you believe that your opinion is more true, more right, it's important to defend it. You have to learn about it and going to learn about it. Next thing is how to defend your opinion. Well, defending your opinion is a critical skill that transforms a simple belief into a credible, persuasive, and logically sound argument. Defending your opinions is actually the act of getting deeper into your personal belief, personal thought, or your personal perspective, and it has to be rationally, logically backed up argument to support your opinion. So, in that kind of ways, it's actually fostering the critical skills of your thinking because you have to, searching the logically, rationally argument back up to defend your opinion. We got example here. The opinion is I believe students should wear school uniforms. And the defense is uniform help students feel equal and reduce bullying based on clothing. They also make students focus more on learning instead of fashion. It's kind of rationally and logically back up argument, right? The opinion is just I believe students should wear school uniforms. Why? Why students just can put their whatever clothes they want, maybe just wearing t-shirt, casual jeans, white sneakers, boots, or whatever they want to wear, whatever to like. I mean that's human rights. Human rights. People can wear whatever they want, but because of this rational and logically argument back up, the opinion become more credible. It more so valid, and it more solid. It has the argument that back up the opinion. It more like different. Hard to disagree with something like this when you back up with the rationally argument. And after this, I want you to listen a YouTube video that I'm going to play to you. And before that, I want you to take a notes, a paper or something book where you can write something and pen, of course. Before I started, I want you to pay attention on the main ideas, the expression that showing agreement, defending the opinion of this discussion, and it's about raw or cooked food. It's pretty interesting, right? Now I'm gonna play to you.
Before we're going to talk about how you prepare food and how it could affect how much nutrition you're actually getting. We all know vegetables are good for us, but just how good they are may depend on whether they are eaten cooked or raw. Registered dietitian and nutritionist Maya Feller is here with us. You're going to talk to us about these vegetables. Let's get started with broccoli. Well, good morning, first things first. So broccoli, it's a great source of vitamin K, C, and folate. It is also fiber and antioxidant rich that has been linked with, reducing damaging free radicals in the body. So what do you think? It's better cooked. So I read the research raw? And I feel really bad about this.
I'm going raw.
It is raw, right? Yes. Because it's soluble vitamins.
We're off to a good start.
I know exactly. All right, so let's move on to tomatoes.
Yeah, so talking about tomatoes, this is interesting to me because I just assumed all vegetables are better to be eaten raw.
Well, that's not the case, though. So tomatoes are a great source of lycopene, and they've been linked to so many benefits, including reduced risk of heart disease and decreased chances of developing some cancers. However, here's the question at hand: is it better raw or cooked? What do you think? I'm going raw. Okay. Actually, there's a thermal processing technique. It's high heat, and what it's been found to do is actually increase antioxidant activity and lycopene. There's minimal impact on flavonoid content. Now, here's a pro tip. When you're cooking those tomatoes, cook them in olive oil because that's going to increase the plasma lycopene, and that's what's linked to the heart health. Now you're talking my language. Love that. Right? Yeah. What about carrots now? I mean, stews and things. I mean, you use carrots for everything. They're good raw as well. Yeah, so carrots are a great source of beta carotene. And again, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think, cooked or raw? Going raw again. Interesting. It's going to be boiled, right? So when you boil carrots, the beta carotene tends to be more potent, and it seems that it's much better. And the one we're smelling, it's so strong, this one, and the garlic here. All right, I personally love garlic, and I use it on everything, right? I mean, cooked or raw. Here's the question: what do you think? Oh my goodness, you're absolutely right. Wow. Raw. I only got one right. I know, listen, raw that is tough. I know that it's very strong, but there's some anti-cancer components in the raw. I cannot imagine eating it raw. No, you don't have to. You can cook it. I mean, I cook it. I put it on everything. Quick, last one. Quick, leafy greens. Okay. Cooked raw. Cooked or raw? Cooked. 100%. There we go. To get those fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Put it with a little bit of olive oil, and you're good to go. The point is to eat your veggies. That's right. Eat those veggies. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Now you have watched the YouTube video and learn about how to defend your opinion. Now it's time to you to practice it. I want you to open your book. This one, Bahasa Inggris, English for change, of course. I want you to open the page 104 this book. Okay, 104. If you have don't open your book, I want you to look at the activity 7. It's about the video that we watched earlier, and I want you to work in groups of 4. Listen to the debate. We have listened it. It's about the cook versus raw food, and I want you to find 2 expressions of defending opinions in previous video. And I will give you maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes to work on that with your friends. Find the 2 expression of defending opinions in the previous video. Because I told you before that I want you to take notes or pay attention in the main information or defending expression in opinion conversation. So I will give you 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You get started from now. All right, I think you guys have done to identify, and every group I think has the answer, right? So I want to each group write their answer on the chat box. Okay, each group, from group one to the first group to the last group. I want you guys to put your answer to chat box. Okay. Well, we got some answer. Yeah. All right. It's pretty much like that in the defending opinion of expression of defending the opinion. All right. Yeah. Well, actually, it's just basic human in communication and interaction, right? The opinion and the asking and giving opinion is just some basic communication skills that everyone should have. It helps us in many different ways. It could from the basic thing in your life, for example, with your friend, deciding where to eat, where to go, where to play. It's about giving and asking opinion. It fosters you to have a critical and different perspective of seeing the problems, right? When you have this many or different perspective from the other people, you can more have to seeing a problem much in different way. You can seeing some problem in so much lens. That is a good point for us to have this kind of good skills to acquire because we have something like that. It could lead us to making a much more good decision. So when we do have some good in asking or giving opinion conversation, and we can defend our argument or opinion, and with much more to have the skills of making a good decision in our life. All right, I think that's pretty much. Before I end this lesson, I want to ask you, uh, what we have learned today. Anyone have the answer? You can put it in chat box. All right. We'll learn about giving and defending opinion. That's pretty much like that. Yeah, it's basically just an opinion and giving opinion and defending your opinion to make it more solid, more credible, something like that, right? Yeah, it's actually good for us. It's important for us to having these skills, especially in English language when you have to use English in your conversation. Giving and asking opinion and defending opinion is a good practice to increase your English level because in that you not only use your language but also improve your critical skills, your vocabulary banking to make your opinion more credible, for example. And I think that's all for today. I hope you have learned something. You learned something important in today material, in today lessons. I hope you always have a good health in for 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 example in this rainy season. A lot of people have flu, sick, and I hope you take care of yourself well. That's pretty much that's all what I want to say. Have a great day and see you next week. Bye bye. Thank you.